What is commuter rail? Is it tramways? Light rail system? Metro? High-frequency rail? Well, it's a bit of a trick question.
First, commuter rails is not defined by its technology, but by two simple conditions. Are the cars on rails, and is it used to transport commuters? Commuters are usually coming from the suburbs or another city. Thus, another name for commuter rails is suburban trains.
Historically, the Montreal region has been a leading metropolis for commuter rails, mostly in the form of its suburban tramways, which developed their first lines in the 1850s.
As illustrated on this timeline, Montreal Rail Company and private developers built and operated commuter lines in the region, sometimes simply renting existing rails from the Canadian National and Pacific, sometimes going as far as digging a tunnel under the Montreal as part of a land development plan.
From the 50s to the 90s, because of the new competition of cars and highways, the private operators of those lines closed one after the other, all except for the de Montaigne line, operated by Canadian National, and the Vaudreuil line of the Canadian Pacific.
Then, something rather unexpected happened. After years of hesitation about investing in heavy public transport, the Saint-Jérôme line was temporarily resurrected as a compensation measure during the repair of the Marius Dufresne Bridge.
The project was so successful that it was quickly made permanent and integrated into the plans for the local bus route and future Laval metro system.
Today, Montreal has regained most of its old commuter rails, and as the government is looking toward the future of transport in the metropolitan region, many studies are being done to assert the potential to reuse the abandoned rail corridors that could still connect the downtown area with Pointe-aux-Trembles, Lachine, Chambly, Cartierville, and Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu.
And now, for the first time in 50 years, a new commuter rail is being built from scratch, the REM. Fully automated, electric, and with a projected departure every 2 minutes during rush hour, this light rail system will finally connect the Centre-Ville with the Dorval Airport and add a new junction with the South Shore via the new Champlain Bridge.
But looking internationally, what is the next step for Montreal and Quebec in terms of mobility?
With the help of a €2.4 billion grant from the European Investment Bank, the Grand Paris Express is the main pillar upon which the Paris metropolitan region is planning its future.
When it is finished, the 250-kilometer loop will complete the intramodality of the existing infrastructure, ensuring that 90% of all the inhabitants and enterprise of the region will be located in a 2-kilometer radius of a train station.
Planned by the public sector, the Grand Paris Express favors the construction of its stations on public land, industrial brown sites, and other major redevelopment areas. The rails will also be used to put down much-needed optic fiber connections all across the region, all as part of the project's financing and revenue scheme.
Looking at the history of commuter rail in Montreal and the projects surrounding the Grand Paris Express, we understand that transport infrastructure is about a lot more than just moving people and merchandise. It is also a crucial part of our common culture and impacts everyday society.